We're about to talk about some historic teams that need to be in 2K17. And first off, let me say this. We need a prime Kobe Bryant team. I don't care if it's with Palau or if it's when he dropped 81 on the Raptors. I don't care what team, just we need a Kobe team. I don't want to see just Froby being the only good Kobe in next year's game. Alright, with that being said, I would like to see the 02-03 Spurs too, because they had a prime Tim Duncan and a young Ginobili and Parker. Also, they had David Robinson in his last year. And the player that we need is Rasheed Wallace, because I can't stand seeing Darko Milicic be a fucking starter on a historic team. It makes no sense. And a team that could make it, seeing how the 12-13 Heat made it this year, is the 2011-12 OKC Thunder. And even though it's not really a historic team, seeing how they didn't win anything, but the conference championship, still would be cool to see James Harden, KD, and Westbrook back on the team. Even with Ibaka, you know what I mean? So, I think it would be pretty cool to see them. Another team that could make it, my Sacramento Kings. We had them in 2012. Don't know what happened. What happened, 2K? I know, Chris Webber just wanted more money or something, and you guys said no. But it really sucks. I would really love to see the Kings just make it. Just don't even put Webber in there. You did it in 2K13. Everyone makes Webber on 2K anyways. So, I mean, one player instead of an entire team, I can live with it. Like I said before, they don't even have Rasheed Wallace on the Pistons. How come the Kings can't have their players? Makes no sense to me, The Denver Nuggets with Melo, JR, and Allen Iverson. That team was amazing. Can we please get in next year's game? It just wouldn't even be a super great team, but it'd be just so fun to play with, man. The Phoenix Suns with Charles Barkley on it would be a really fun team to see in next year's game. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Same with Reggie Miller's team with the Pacers. Do I think it's going to happen? No. But I would love to see it. I mean, you got such a great shooter in Reggie Miller, and then you just got a big man threat in Charles Barkley. What more could you ask for from 2K if they give us those two players? Gilbert Arenas? Please. I'd rather have them two players over Gilbert Arenas any days. And to list some more early 2000 teams, I would love to see the New Jersey Nets with Jason Kidd, Kmart, etc. And also T-Mac's Magic. T-Mac was a goon on that team, okay? He was just flat out scoring every time you wanted him to score. We need that team. And one that's not so much as a team. You could bring the team if you really wanted, but I would like to see Brandon Roy make an appearance in next year's game. Pretty sure he would love to be in the game. He just was just such a good player for something bad to happen, and it just sucks. But I would love to see him in next year's game, play with them as what he could have been. It would have been cool, or even what he was, because he was such a good player. And how could we forget the 06-07 era of the Utah Jazz? They had Darren Williams, who at the time was like a top 4 point guard, Carlos Boozer, who's a solid scorer, AK-47, who just has a badass fucking name, and then Okure. Don't know much about Okure, but he was pretty solid, And they did knock out T-Mac Rockets back in the day, so yeah. And a Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis team would be super cool. They weren't the best or anything, but the original Splash Bros. How can you forget about them, man? That'd be such a cool team to use. And even though not all of these teams are championship caliber teams, I think it's really the fact that we can go back and appreciate the teams that we had in either recent history or in decades back you know, and I think that's what 2K actually lets us do. So the more the merrier when it comes to historic teams, you know. It's always a great feeling to know that your old team that was in 2K2 can come back in what now is 2K16, where the graphics are like so realistic that you can't even tell if you're playing a video game when you walk into a friend's house or something, you know. You can get fooled by that, and to see that, like, maybe your favorite player retired in 2002, or someone like David Robinson, who retired in those years, you can see him in HD on your favorite team. I know he's in the game, but I was just using that as an example, you know? But, yeah, man, I have to just say, I want to know what teams you want to see in next year's 2K. And peace.